And what a run Shane Van Boening had winning the Florida Open. Then he's Hill in a match to get to the finals of the Arizona Open. Hill breaking, and he didn't get there. Oh, there was one shot that I want to take a look at, though. I think Shane may have overlooked an option. Now, don't get me wrong. Shane doesn't need my advice. He knows what to do. I just want to take a look at the shot because it made me wonder, is this the best option or not? So on the screen, you see the shot that I'm talking about. It's 6-6 in the quarterfinals match with David Alcaide. He's got a very slight angle on the 3-ball. He's got to cut the 3-ball to his right just a little bit, but he's got to get up to the 4-ball, that pink 4-ball up on the head rail. Needs an angle on that to get back down for the 5-ball all the way back down at the bottom of the table. He decides to go forward, bump the 7. That'll bump the 7 closer to the pocket, and he has right spin on the cue ball to make the cue ball hit the 7, go to the rail, and then the cue ball will spin forward too. Misses the 3-ball. Now, I think I know why. I've done it a million times. It's because he got down on the 3, lined up his aim on the 3-ball, and then his attention shifted to the 7 to make sure he was going to contact the 7 the way he wanted to. And then before he pulled the trigger, he didn't bring his focus back to the 3-ball. That's my theory anyway. I've done it a million times. I bet we all have. But here's my question. I think there's a better shot. I think there's a better way to get from the 3 to the 4. We're going to switch to my home table, and I'll demonstrate. We'll see if I can make the shot come off. If I don't do it within the first 1 or 2 tries, maybe 3, then it's probably not the right choice. Take a look. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment if you think my option might have been a higher percentage play than the one that Shane shot. Remember, we're only talking about this because Shane missed the 3. If he had made the 3, we might not even be having this discussion. But I think that's what makes it valuable for us as amateurs to watch the pros. And when things don't go quite right from them, we can learn from that. So take a look at this shot and let me know what you think. I want to try the shot because I'm surprised that Shane didn't shoot this a different way. I overlaid Shane's shot on top of my table to try and get the balls in exactly the same spot. And Shane went forward and tried to just bump the 7, and he was going to accept this angle on the 5-ball. But I was curious, why didn't he go forward? He has a very slight angle cutting the 4-ball to the right. You can go forward and then kind of hook the cue ball over here for the 5. It's just a little bit above center and then a little bit of right angle. So let me try this. I'm nowhere near as good as Shane, but if I don't get there in 3 tries, we're going to call it a bad shot. But I think this is a better option. Let's see. Okay, I got there, but I was expecting the cue ball to come on this side. This isn't really, I got lucky, and I don't have an angle to play position for the next ball. So that's, I got a little lucky, but that's really not what we want or what I was hoping for. But you can see that it is quite possible to move the cue ball around the 7. It's a punch stroke, and the cue ball hooks forward. Let me try again with a little bit less follow, because in order to do this in a controlled fashion, need the cue ball over here with an angle to move to the next ball. Like that. That's the shot. I was very surprised that Shane didn't attempt that shot. I think it's very controllable. It took me 2 tries to get it right. I think a top pro can do it right on the first try. It's just a hair above center and 1.5 to 2 tips of right English, and it's a punch stroke. You have to punch it hard because that drives the cue ball straight to the rail instead of following through. And then the top spin along with the right spin hooks the cue ball around the 7. Let me know what you think of that shot. Should Shane have tried this instead of what he did? And what Shane did, he ran into the 7 and he missed the ball. So I think this is a higher percentage shot. Let me know what you think in the comments.